All right. Let me make sure everything looks good. Everything looks fine and dandy. All right. There we go. Have my charger here. All right. Let me just get my stuff. I'm going to go wait for some people to join. Let's see. What do I need? What do I need today? Oh, I have all I need. All right. I'll take some of this. I'll take some of that. I'll also take some of this too. And this. All right. Hi everyone, it's me, Night Lord 131, and welcome to today's stream. I hope all of you are doing very wonderfully today. And yeah, today we're just going to take down this hill tonight. And we're also just going to take care of that a little bit. So, yeah. No, we're just going to do those two things today. And we might harvest the rest of this. So, yeah. Alright. But anywho, I hope you guys are doing really wonderfully today. I had a very great day, actually, today. How do you say? First off, I took both my dog and my cat with my family to the vet today, and both my cat and dog they did very well. Well, not my cat, however, Jinx. She was all freaking out and, you know, very normal. Very normal for that kind of thing. And what else? Today I also had pho, the Vietnamese dish, actually, today. And it was quite wonderful, actually. Very good. Now I also had okay, just to make sure this thing's on. Okay, we're on. All right. I also had bratwurst today too, actually. And let me just tell you, having Vietnamese pho with bratwurst, I think those two go pretty well together, I would say. Like, just having like differing ones. Yeah, I don't know. It was very good. Very delicious. And also just got to hang out with the family in general, which was very good. Very good indeed. But anywho, I hope you guys are having a really great day too, actually. It's always good to have people and, you know, just telling them to have a good day and all. But today, we got so much cobblestone that I really hope that this helps, like, make things look much better when we start putting in the dirt in here. Because that's the ultimate end goal. The end goal of today is just to fill this all in. Well, that and the wall. But for this part of the stream, we're just going to fill this in. Alright. Oh, there we go. Let me think. Oh, oopsies. Let me fix that. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Okay. We'll just have that right here. Now we're going to just split this part up. We're going to just focus on this part, and then we're going to focus on that part. And we have enough protection to make sure that we don't get disturbed. So, yeah. All right. Anywho, the weather has actually been getting much better, actually. Like we are supposed to be getting like 40-degree weather, but now it's been going to like 60, 70 degrees. And boy, I will tell you, it's just been a welcomed addition. However, like, I still like, the thing is about me when it comes to like warm weather, I do enjoy warm weather, but the thing is about me is that I burn. I burn in the, I don't really get a tan, no, so I kind of just still like reside to the shadows. Just so that I have a much better chance of actually not, burning up completely. So, yeah. Oh my goodness, he's... actually, to briefly say this, he was quite nippy, actually, my dog Leo. And, oh boy, that was very embarrassing, actually. Yeah. Not really appreciative that he did that, but, sometime, I wish that humans and animals could, actually, talk to each other. Just so that, when you're, trying to do something important or just, other, important things, that there's, some level of understanding. I don't know. I feel like that would be really cool. But then it would just be really awkward, kind of, too. And, also, if that was the case... Oh, my goodness. Again, I'm super sorry. Oh, dear. That dog, I swear. He's a very lovable dog, but boy, can he bark. So. Okay. You know what? Here. I'm going to do this quick, just so that it can improve the chances of making sure this is all taken care of professionally. All right. So now I don't have to, destroy the torch. Awesome. But, yeah. Everything's been good. Okay. Let's see. Hold up. You know what? I'm going to do this. This makes it much better. I want to make sure that when these all go up, that the proper light placement is good. And also it's helping us like get closer and closer when we do things like this. All right. All right. You know, guys, actually, I kind of have like a interesting thing to talk about, actually. I need to get more cobblestone. So we're going to go grab that quick, actually. And also we're going to get some sleep this way. But I got the film Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and it's coming to me in DVD form, I say this, like, I'm assuming maybe half of you heard the name Pee Wee Herman, but I don't know, like, I watched it when I was younger, and I just wanted to like have like that movie again. I had it on VHS, I believe, yeah. And then I said to myself, you know what? I need Pee Wee Herman in my life again. Because, I don't know, that movie it was pretty funny. And also, like, I don't know the name of the song or the music itself, but it's like ba bum 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 bum. Well, I believe it's called Tequila because it's like dun 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 tequila bum 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 bum. I don't know, that kind of stuff. Very memorable. All right. But yeah, it's gonna be here sometime next week. Honestly, like, just watching like those old movies that I remember very fondly. I'm not saying that they were perfect by any means, you know. I try not to have like rose tinted glasses when talking about or anything else when it comes to anything from the past. And I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that, you know, that kind of stuff. So you know, it's important to remember that, but boy, that movie was good. There we go. Ooh, this is gonna look so good. Awesome. Hmm. Okay. This is looking fantastic. The moment that we have this full area complete, this area is going to be next on my list. We're going to make this entire area maybe like one giant park that I can just like wander through. You know what? Actually, we're going to put like a village somewhere, like make a big one in the center here. It's going to be nice. I don't know. That sounds like a great idea, actually. Great idea that could just, I don't know, make this place even more perfect. Like I have a small village, yes, that I've built myself, but I just want like a bigger one that can be like in this giant space. Yeah. It can be a mixed thing between a big garden, like a botanical garden, with also like a village. And like villagers can live in it and, like wonderful stuff like that. I want to make this place like not just like where it functions, but I wanted to make it like a living, breathing space that has like things going on and I don't know, stuff like that. I do wish, however, that you could like program like villagers to do stuff. Like I know there's in modded Minecraft, like you can like, how you say, there's this one mod where you can how you say, you can program a villager to, well, they would look more like players, but basically they can do all like manual labor kind of stuff, and I don't know, it would be good. It would be good to have something like that. Cuz I like interacting with the world and like I don't know, I feel like it would be a very big improvement. Let's just say you don't have anyone to play with, or the people that you do know in real life can be unpredictable, and that is true. Of like, when you interact with others. Sometimes folks can be unpredictable, and it puts you into weird spots, as a person. But I don't. Okay. You know what? I just realized something. This top layer is going to be. The top layer is going to be dirt. So this is actually not that good. For right now, I'll just leave the cobblestone that has the torches. And then, like, when we start putting in the dirt, that's when I'll actually, like, put the, remove the torch ones so that how you say. So there's dirt. So it can grow. I completely forgot. But you know, it's good because it would have been really a big hassle if I had to get rid of all the cobblestone. Like as I was putting down the dirt, but also it helps for extra building material for the rest of us, you know? All right, just give me a sec. All right. Okay. Hmm. All right, so this is looking good. Perfect. Hmm. See, look at this. This is looking fantastic. Huh? Hold up. Let me see this. Mm-hmm. Hmm. No, thank you. There we go. Hold up. All right. Sorry, chat. And for the people on YouTube, there was some person advertising something. I had to take care of it. The person was basically saying, "Oh, don't just stream into the void." And yeah, no, they were just trying to say, "Oh, like add this person on Discord, and then you can like optimize your ability to be like get more people and stuff like that." Oh, hold up. There we go. That's better. Okay. Incredible. This is just looking fantastic. Honestly, I'm really proud of this place. All right. All right. Amazing. All right, let's see how much we've accomplished so far. All right, so far we got this big chunk done. My next plan is to continue this way and then smash into this area, and then it will be ready to be fully for the animals. So we just have to keep on going. All right. There we go. Excellent. Grab all this cobblestone. All right. Perfect. So, do any of you guys have any plans for the summer coming up? Let me think. For myself, I'm going to be going on a little bit of a vacation. I'm still going to be streaming, yes, but yeah, I'm going to be going to Canada again, and that'll be super fun. And then, just do things around here. And what else? Ooh, the pool is going to be open, and that's going to be super fun. Yeah. Going to be super duper fun. I genuinely do enjoy going to the pool and just relaxing and all that kind of stuff. A couple of people I know actually don't go swimming. It's not because that they don't know how to swim, obviously. Well, I should stop probably saying obviously, because not all the time is that exactly appropriate to use. But just has not really an interest, which that's fine, but I don't know. It would be very fun to just go swimming now, personally. There we go. Okay. Amazing. I remember when this place, it hasn't been that long, but I remember when this was just like wilderness, but now it's starting to shape and form into like something entirely new. Honestly, I think that's really incredible. I was actually watching like a couple videos before the stream, and it was just about like different places like Chicago and Winnipeg, Canada, and Texas and everything, and it's kind of crazy to like watch these videos, and because then I'm like, oh, I was there, I lived insert place, and I don't know, it's very interesting. Like, it's just interesting to see how how time changes places, and how sometimes it does not seem to change anything. Like, as an example, I was watching this one thing about my home city slash hometown. Well, it's a city, yeah, but I wasn't I only went there for school. But when I lived in Fort Worth, Texas, like I remember very distinct things about Fort Worth. And it's like, wow. Like, there used to be this library that we would go to on occasion, and it was a very beautiful library. But back in 2023, they permanently closed it, and it was like, oh, why did you do it? Because it was a really lovely library. I don't know the name of the particular skyline in Fort Worth, but there's this one blue building, and every time we would drive through the city, it was always there, and that to me is like an iconic symbol, or gives personality. Like, you could easily sell it on merchandise kind of stuff. Yeah. It's a very good thing. Alright. Awesome, okay. Ooh, okay. Actually, speaking of iconic places, when I was going to New York earlier in February, we were in the car, and I got to see this, well, from a very far distance. I said out loud, "Oh my gosh, it's the Statue of Liberty." And I don't know, it was super funny. It was super funny. Honestly, when I was younger and we were living in Connecticut, we would travel through a lot of eastern Pennsylvania, and then we would go through New York City, and how do you say, get to Connecticut. And at the time, I did not like going to or inside cities. And I was like, oh, I don't want to be here. And yeah, admittedly, I didn't really appreciate going through there. But now, being much older now, I am like, you know what? I want to visit here. So, I am happy that I have gone to go to a couple cities. What cities have I been to? Let me think. Just to be clear, I'm only talking about major cities, but for the major cities I've been to, well, obviously, I would like Fort Worth, that's a given, and Dallas, Texas, San Antonio, um, Orlando in Florida. I don't remember it, but I was pretty young at the time. But Los Angeles, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, uh, Philadelphia, Harrisburg. Um, I think Niagara Falls is one. And driven through New York. And let's see if there's anywhere else I've been to. Let me think. Oh, and Birmingham, Alabama, Birmingham, and Montgomery, as well as Columbus, Georgia, and Columbus, Ohio, and Minneapolis. So I've been to like several. And when it comes to outside of the United States, Winnipeg, Canada, and also Rome, Italy. So yes, I've seen a lot of the United States, and only have seen like a little bit of the rest of the world, which I am entirely grateful that I've been given the chance to like see Canada. Obviously, I really do love Canada, and also got the wonderful opportunity to visit Rome, Italy. Yeah. Well, I don't consider like it actually visiting, but I did stay 3 hours in the Boston airport. So I guess that's one thing. All right. Okay. Oh boy, we're so close to the end. I'm really hoping to just get this done, personally. All right. Soon I'll probably have to like get some cobblestone, because this is gonna require a lot more cobblestone. Yeah. Well, you want to know something, guys? Um, on Wednesday, I actually used Bandcamp, and I bought my very first album off of Bandcamp. So I got both the digital as well as like a CD version of the album that's being shipped to me, and it is the album, well, a album by the band Energy. And honestly, like, I'm really happy about it because that album is mine. And I also get a CD version of it, which is super sick too. For those who may not know, oh, there's some more cobblestone. Oh, awesome. Energy is a horror punk band, and they've released some really good music over the years, and they have this really great cover song by the band Samhain or Samhain, however you wish to pronounce it. And that cover song is the song Archangel, and it's super sick. It's a really good song. I'll actually provide a link to that song when this comes out to YouTube tomorrow. And yeah, very cool, very cool. And by the way, if you haven't used or even heard of Bandcamp, you should definitely do so. There's no ads, no nothing. You're directly supporting the band or artists, and it's also a good way of discovering more artists, actually. Okay, let me just get the rest of this finished. All right. By the way, when it comes in, I will show you guys on the stream. And also when it's... I feel like you guys will find it pretty interesting. My one favorite song off the album is Another Yesterday. It's a really good one. All right. I have a Coke that I'm drinking today, and it's an off-brand one, and it's not particularly like, that good, but it's good. Well, it's not great, but it's good. It's decent. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, just give me one sec. All right. My apologies. Just give me a sec. Get back into my chair. Just had to go take care of something. All right. Okay. Ooh, this is good. Excellent. I'm getting a lot more done this way, actually. All right. All this cobblestone is going to be repurposed for, how do you say, the project. Again, sorry if you can hear anything in the background or anyone. I try to make these streams, how do you say, I try to make them, like, as good as I can be. But, yeah. All right. I need to get more well, no, not cobblestone. I need to get more, explosives. Or maybe I should do what I did with, like, the creepers again. And, like, have, them blow up this kind of stuff. Probably, yeah, just to, like, help in the process. They can contribute. So. Okay. All right. All right, there we go. Excellent. This area is getting opened up so quickly. We're almost there. I'm super happy that we're almost there. And also, we're getting as much cobblestone as we need, actually. You see? Look at this. Oh, man. Wow. There we go. Incredible. Okay. Woo! Amazing. All right. There we go. Woo! Amazing. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is so cool. Okay. Give me a sec. There we go. Come on. All right, there we go. There we go. Amazing. All right. Whew. We're breaking through. We're doing so good. I'm really happy about all of this. All right. Oh, look. All right. Here, let me get this guy. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. Down he goes. Incredible. Awesome. All right. Okay. Let me just break more of this. Okay. So as you can see, we just need to like break this all down here, and then we'll have to like make those explosives just so that we can get the top, like the ceiling down, because this really just gets annoying. But don't worry, that'll be taken care of today. I might have to use the creeper method again, but I don't think that would be as productive, personally. All right. And we will be making sure to, like, smooth this all out, and then it will just be more fantastic, personally. Uh-oh. All right, let me go get another pickaxe. All right. You know what? I'm taking this with me. All these pretty flowers are going to be even more decoration. All right. Okay, we're almost there. All right. Here we go. Amazing. Oh, let me turn. Oh, wait. I just forgot something. Did you guys see that new trailer, actually, for the, how do you say? For the Clayface movie? Man, it looks super sick. It's like a horror movie, it's like a comic book horror movie. It's like super sick. Clayface really deserves his own movie, and he's finally getting one. Like, I'll include a link to the trailer when this comes out on YouTube tomorrow, just so that you guys can go see it on your own time. But it's like a super sick movie. It comes out October 23rd, and it just looks super cool. Honestly, like, Clayface doesn't get as much love compared to other comic book villains, especially Batman villains. And you know, it's actually funny too. I actually brought up Clayface in the last stream, which is super cool. Maybe my mind was in the right place for that. Oh, give me a sec. I haven't seen it yet. I was busy mostly studying for my A+ networking and security plans. Oh, that's good. I hope that goes well for you, dude. I'm really hoping that goes well for you, man. All right, there we go. That's awesome, actually. It will definitely. Yeah. Honestly, like, yeah. That's all I can say. I wish it go. I hope it goes well for you. But you know the Clayface movie. Since I should have around 25K saved my March 14th. Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's fantastic. That's great, dude. Yeah, no, that makes me happy to hear, dude. I hope it goes well for you, man. Man, that's awesome. But what was I gonna say? But no, the Clayface is gonna be really cool. I'm definitely gonna watch it. Honestly, well, like how the movie is, how you say, being marketed. It's being marketed as a horror movie and as specifically a body horror movie, which honestly, like, yeah, I do a lot of finance study since I do plan on retiring at 45 to 50, and you're studying the stock market and crypto. Wow, you're determined. You are determined. Jeez. I could never, honestly. Well, again, I hope it goes well for you, dude. That's very ambitious plans. Let's see. You know, I was also talking to another friend about like I say ever since the Clayface movie was announced, but like we were talking about Scarecrow from DC Comics, and honestly, I think that would also be a good addition. Actually, definitely, since I personally feel burnt out from Fortnite competitive, I could still win 2 to 3 F Fortnite national champions. Oh, cool. You know, honestly, like I get that. You know, that's a very big popular thing. Honestly, again, I couldn't see myself doing that. I don't know. When it comes to competition stuff, I just don't see my kind of I don't see myself in that. I never really watched like especially video game competition stuff, so I couldn't comment. But no, it is interesting. You know, what was I gonna say? Mm, when it comes to competition stuff, over Overwatch, um, I did watch like some Overwatch competition stuff. Actually, it is very different because it is doable, but the average Fortnite Pro has 0 to 5,000 earned. Interesting. That's pretty interesting indeed, actually. Huh. Yeah. I couldn't, again, I just couldn't do that. Well, you know, actually, I do hear that, like, esports is, like, has grown a lot significantly. And even, like, how do you say? Even what's that called? Saudi Arabia has been like, to my knowledge, when it comes to like things like Saudi Arabia and their relationship to like esports. Well, no, they're not even just going after esports. They're also buying up like martial arts and a whole bunch of like sporting things. I personally could do a passive income through, but I personally feel like competing in Fortnite has aged me 27 years. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good to hear. Ooh. Mm. Mostly mental though. Yeah, yeah. Well, honestly, when it comes to mm, with anything that you give your time to, like it does eat up a lot of time, and it makes you. I don't know. It just creates sometimes a mental force. Sometimes that isn't necessarily good. And sometimes you just need to take extended breaks from like whatever you may be doing. You know, like a great example that I can think of, and probably what most people have like who've heard about her, but Alyssa Liu, the how do you say the Olympic gold medalist, like she retired from how do you say ice skating for several years, but then like came in like years later and had that love for that sport like re-energized. Like sometimes you just have to take extended breaks from whatever you're doing and then like find that love and compassion for like the love and the energy that you had originally for whatever you may be doing. Definitely since I see. But that's what you need to do sometimes. Yeah. But that like I think that's a beautiful thing when you can like take an extended break because originally like you would lose the love for the sport or whatever it may be, right? But then like when it comes back, you just like feel that rush. Well, that's how like some people would talk about it. They feel like a rush of energy. And like, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I did it again." And it's like, I don't know, that's an incredible thing personally. I need to get my more cobblestone and look at that. It's going to be so incredible when this is all done. All right. Okay. Okay. Let me just do this. Okay. I just need more cobblestone, and I just need to also take care of this too. There we go. Amazing. Actually, like when I briefly talked about how do you say, like esports and like Saudi Arabia, I I do think it's kind of crazy that like all these different like sporting and sport adjacent stuff have been like eaten up by the kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And also like other like Gulf countries too when it comes to entertainment. You know what else is something too? Like a couple months ago, um, there was this. It's called the Riyadh Comedy Fest, and you had like a bunch, and I mean a bunch of like comedians and quote unquote comedians um, at the Riyadh Comedy Festival. Like I heard that Pete Davidson and a whole bunch of people were there. Actually, I do plan on getting an apartment, but living with parents saves more money versus risking selling stocks and crypto. How? Yeah. Well, honestly, like, there's just some people out there who, like, expect people, like, in the kind of economy that we do live in right now, where they have to live on their own and, like, you know, they expect you to have done and do all these things. And like if you've seen like today's economy where the price of gas and everything is just astronomical because of the war and everything in Iran, like yeah. No, also too the cost of living in general has gone up too. And it's like, so when there's other people in our own generation, older Gen Z and likewise, like, they shouldn't, I feel like even like those people should not like look down on people of our generation to like still being living with parents and everything. Like yes, you should still like be an independent person and everything, but like I don't know. I wouldn't. I wouldn't really. I don't know. It's something. It could be cheaper to relocate to Thailand or the Philippines and have a degree in coding or cybersecurity. You know what? That's actually a great thing. Actually, it's I say this when it comes to like moving and everything. Um, I do agree that like how do you say this? There is other opportunities in other parts of the world. You know, like honestly too, like I don't know. It's like there's some people who want to like have this monopoly of quote unquote success, and they expect everyone else to follow by this very strict definition of what success is. You know what I mean? And it's like we live in a world that where there isn't a absolute definite like success in the traditional sense. So yeah, I don't blame people like older Gen Z or like millennials that still like live with their parents just because of how things have been going economy wise. I get it. But you know, yeah. There we go. Oh, yes. We've gotten so much dirt. Oh my goodness. All right, there we go. All right. Okay. Definitely, since I do plan on saving 60% of my income, spend 30% spending, 8% stocks, and 4% crypto. Interesting. You're definitely spreading out when it comes to like all that kind of stuff. You know, honestly, like there's some people out there who spend their money frivolously, and occasionally I will do like when it's like when I'm having a good day, and I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna get this kind of thing. It just, you know, I just like be like, I'm gonna get this and this, and stop buying for this amount of days or whatever. I also did watch a YouTuber called Early Exit. Ah, interesting. Wow. Well, that's cool, dude. Wow. Nice. You know what? Good for you. I hope it goes well. All right. Awesome. Okay. Um, I think I made a good big dent, I would say. Hmm. I should probably go for. Hmm. I'm going to start carving this out a little bit. But you have any plans for the weekend, guys? I'm just going to um going to be streaming this Saturday. I'm also going to be streaming on Monday too, and also just going to spend time with family and yeah, just a bunch of different stuff. Actually, all right. That's all I have in terms of like. Okay, that's a wall of text. So just give me a sec. I kind of wish that I did not take a gap year and got into cybersecurity or working at all around computers as I do 6 years now. Hmm. I get you. I do. Well, you know, honestly, like, the thing is, how do you say this? Every, let's just say, like, other than, like, a very serious, like, other than, like, very serious stuff, like, some people will say, oh, like, own up and, like, suffer or whatever when it comes to, like, decisions being made. But, you know, like, everything is about like growing your wisdom. That's how I try to see life. I also could have made around 30 to 40 an hour if I did not take a gap year. Hmm. Well, I kind of say to myself when it comes to stuff like that, like, best not to dwell. Because honestly, like, don't get me wrong, I wish that I had made some, like, changes when I first got out of high school. And, like, when I first, I really wish that I could have, like, done things a little bit differently, you know? How's the stream going? It's going very well, actually. Uh, we're basically almost done with this. So I'm just starting to like push forward and you know uh, make this place mm, make this into more farming area. But how about you? How are you enjoying your stream? Well, no, not stream. Excuse me. Your day, I mean. What are you making there? Um, this is just gonna be like more farmland, just for this stuff, and I'm also gonna do the same with this over here too. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it definitely is. I'm really happy on like how this is gonna look when it's all done. Okay. But how's your evening going? All right. There we go. I'm super excited for the weekend. I am super excited. It's fine. Just getting ready to graduate college. Oh, that's fantastic. I hope you have a great graduation. That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. Yippee! I can't relate because I haven't been to to I say college, but that's good to hear. On it, like when it comes to college, I don't know. Like that is a commitment, and I just couldn't do that. But like I'm happy to hear that. Hopey. What's Hopey mean? Um, yeah, I hope that you have a wonderful graduation. All right. Um, Hopey. That'll be a new one. I do plan on heading to college to get a degree in cybersecurity, but I'm not sure since AI could replace my job, since working in cybersecurity could get me 50 to 80K a year without a degree. You know, it's stuff like that. I know plenty of people personally who would be affected by generative AI. And the thing is that you can only push someone so far until they start like being more furious, and then like nobody's wanting to deal with anything to deal with generative AI. And what kind of sucks about, like, in case none of you know, when it comes to generative AI, the thing is that like even I'm going to be talking about the United States specifically because obviously I'm like American and I know more about that kind of thing than I do than like other countries when it comes to generative AI. But the thing is that I try not to talk about anything political, obviously. I think I've been pretty clear on that. But the thing is the Trump administration had passed an executive order that made it so that no, like it was basically saying that for 10 years across the United States, no none of all the 50 states nor any of the like territories could pass legislation regarding generative AI. So now like even if you do ask people within, uh, your local government to like try to, stop these kinds of things. The thing is, however, that now that's been like, now like, it's going to be more impossible. So. Yeah. Yes, I agree. I especially agree. Again, I just try not to talk about stuff like that because I want the space to be like as apolitical as possible and like for everyone to just have a good time. And people who try to bring in things that are just not what is normally talked about, that gets dealt with as accordingly. But no, I don't know. I'm just not going to talk about. Well, anyone should know what and how to feel about that particular thing. And, to be clear to every single person who did and was an associate of Jeffrey Epstein, all those people, they're evil. So, like the ones who, exploited and did all those horrific things, no, they're pieces of shit. That's all I'll say on it. Again, I don't want to like hyper like fixate and just talk about that kind of thing because again, I want this space to be like welcoming for everyone and just like have a good time. But again, like when it comes to serious stuff like that, I will say something when I feel that I just need to comment. So, but it's good to know that everyone's on the same page when it comes to that kind of thing. So, yeah. Definitely, definitely, definitely. All right. There we go. Hold up. All right. Now this is looking much better. Awesome. There. Uh-oh. I should probably get to sleep. Ooh. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I need to go to sleep. Jeez Louise. Working through the night. I like the idea of phantoms, but boy, do they get annoying, I swear. Excuse me. All right. We're almost there. We're almost there. Hi, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Ooh. I also do... Alright, let me see this. I also do plan on doing financial advice videos since I'm probably going to be making around 25 an hour working at Geek Squad without a college degree. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't used Geek Squad or anything, but it sounds pretty interesting. It's a good stream so far. Yeah, I have made a lot of progress actually. Yeah. With my complex. Oh, that's excellent, man. That's cool. Whoa, okay. Hi, welcome, Ravens 29. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing great tonight, man. All right. Doing great? That's great to hear, man. Great to hear. In case you haven't been in the streams recently, I'm almost done with this massive project, and I'm super happy how it's going. You see, it's like I'm planning on like knocking all this out, and then like I'm going to make this into giant space for working. That's awesome. Thank you, man. By the way, I hope you have a great weekend. That looks very cool. Excuse me. That looks very cool. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's see. I was speaking a little bit fast. You know, there's some people out there who talk extremely fast when it comes to like content stuff, and it's like, boy, I couldn't do that at all. Like 24/7, I couldn't do that. Nopers. All right. All right, almost done. Almost done. I need to get some TNT. I personally can talk super fast. Well, you know what? That's awesome. That's awesome. You know, honestly, like sometimes like talking very fast can be annoying, but you know, honestly, when it comes to talking really fast, let's just say you're dealing with someone who's a bit of a pain, you can like talk up a storm and they'll be like, "Oh, stop it." TNT, blow that up. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I need to get more TNT. But let me just finish this up here, actually. All right. All this, here, let me just show you. All this is going to be, how do you say, more farmland. Like, I'm going to have, like, cows or anything like that over here, and it's going to be really cool. Yeah, it is going to be very cool and nice, actually. But, yeah. Okay, let's see. Support the farmers. Absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, speaking of farm work, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take care of all this, how do you say, agriculture. It's going to be my version of Farm Simulator. Yeah, that thing. Yeah. All that kind of stuff. But without automating it. So much farmland? Absolutely, absolutely. I can't wait until this is all done because, like, when this is all done, I'm gonna be super happy. I'm gonna be freaking out. I know, right? Absolutely. Oh, wait. I also do have some relatives who are farmers. That's awesome, man. You know what's actually funny is like before your message came in, I just started to read down all like the all the messages, and what's funny is that like I I felt it felt like speaking a different language. You're like beetroot? No. Those are all carrots, potatoes, and a lot of wheat. Like, gonna be taking care of all that. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. There we go. And creeper heads. We just had to finish it off with creeper heads. Excellent. I was gonna make a I was gonna make a joke about getting blown by creeper heads. I don't know. That would have been really weird though. Oh dear. This is what you need? Absolutely, absolutely. You're also planning. Okay. Let me see. I'm also planning on getting a 5-bedroom house and planning out 4 kids. Wow, that's crazy. You know, honestly, like you have it all planned out. You have it all planned out. You know what you want and everything. Honestly, that's good, dude. That's great. Man, that's fantastic, actually. I plan out to the future, but not to that extent. No siree. But anywho, yeah. All right. Okay, we're almost done with this. Wah. All right. By the way, I know I keep on saying, oh, just give me a sec. What you gonna do with that new farmland? I'm going to have like a variety of stuff. Like this is all going to be like for pigs and other creatures like that. But I am planning maybe for over here. I'll put like some like what's that? Cocoa beans? Yes. I'm going to probably grow some like cocoa, maybe some like sugar and like a bunch of other stuff. But for this, I'm going to like, make some cookies. Yes. Actually, speaking of cookies, boy. When I say this, just please know that like I've had chocolate chip cookies lately, and oh man, I love chocolate chip cookies. I had some last night, and I was just chomping those suckers down while watching Smiling Friends. Man, nothing gets better than watching Smiling Friends and eating chocolate chip cookies. Now that's fun. That's great, actually. My favorite character would have to be Charlie from that show. Same, but I rarely eat junk food. I personally eat junk food 5 times out of the year, usually. Okay. um. Let me guess. You use something like, what's that thing YouTubers are always like saying? HelloFresh. I'm assuming it's something like HelloFresh. That you're getting when it comes to healthy foods. All right. All right. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. I usually eat steak and get food at Walmart. Ah, interesting. Okay. Whew. Almost done. Yippee. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Alright. Let me think. When it comes to like healthy food, I would say the Kurdish food that I eat that's like shawarma and it has like falafel and everything. I love that stuff. That's fantastic. If any of you guys haven't had shawarma and like falafel and other foods that are from like that particular region, the Mediterranean slash like the Middle East, very good stuff. Very good stuff, actually. I'm not really sold on hummus. I understand that that's like a tasty food and all, but I don't particularly feel like a strong thing for uh, hummus. I mostly eat Chinese or Filipino food, sometimes Western or Texas barbecue. Oh, well, I haven't. I don't think I've had that much like Filipino food actually. Mm. Well, actually, here's a question for all of you guys. Um, what's one ethnic cuisine out there in the world that you've heard a lot about, or something you're genuinely interested to try? It can be from any part of the world or even a regional thing. Does not matter. Mmm. Okay, let's see. Pansy is one of my favorite. Is one of my personal favorites. Other than chicken, albino, which is Filipino. Oh, that's cool. Love Mexican food. I do like Mexican food and also Tex-Mex. Is your favorite? Also, including. Okay, I'm gonna butcher the word, so my apologies. But it's lampaya, which is Filipino. Oh, that's cool. Nice, nice. Well, I enjoy like a lot of Tex-Mex and like Mexican food in general. And let me think. What else do I enjoy? I'm also a pretty big fan of like a lot of Asian dishes too. I'm gonna be honest with you. The one like I understand like the UK. Well, oh, just give me a sec. Lampoya is basically a similar spring roll with pork and some carrots. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Sure. You know what? I'm gonna have to taste it sometime. Actually, that sounds genuinely too delicious. Nice. When it comes to like the UK, for example, it's really good. I bet it is. Like everyone knows, well, everyone memes and jokes about like British food not being the best. But honestly, like they do have some stuff where I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty sick." Like there's this well, well, if you guys been watching me for a while, you guys probably have heard me talk about tasting history with Max Miller. He's a really good food YouTuber and person that does I say like history stuff. UK food is really good since my girlfriend is from the UK. Oh, that's cool. Honestly, like, I don't know. I feel like it would be interesting to. Must be quite something. What was I gonna say? Oh, Max Miller, from Tasting History, great creator. If you haven't watched him, go watch his stuff. He is not just informative, but also like he also creates all these dishes or recreates dishes from the past, and honestly, it's very good, very cool stuff because you're learning history as well as like food relate, like making all these interesting foods. So, yeah. All right, there we go. Have any of you guys watched his stuff? And if so, oh, didn't he come out with a cooking book? He did come out with a cooking book actually. I actually have it um, downstairs. You know, it'd actually be good. I don't have like I would like to actually like try cooking something and like do a stream and everything, but I don't have like I say this. I would like to cook one day on a stream. Like maybe I can like rent out a place and actually cook something. What would you want to cook? What would you what okay. Would you cook from it one day? Yes, absolutely. If I had like a space to like try that kind of thing, like stream and cook at the same time, I think that would be really cool actually. Actually, let's make that like a sub goal actually. If I get like I don't know. Not even like 9 subs or something. If I get 9 subs, maybe I can find a place to rent out for a bit and do a cooking stream. How does that sound? That could be a sub goal. I can, like, I'm not really a, like, I don't really cook. So I think it would be like a very good idea actually. What if, like, I can humiliate myself and have fun, like, doing something that I normally don't do? How's that sound as a sub goal, actually? I'm trying to think of good incentives. I personally am good at cooking over a fire. That's good. You know what? Yeah, I'll make that my sub goal. I'll probably like go like make that my thing, I guess. I'll write it down. And if we do get to like actually do this, you guys get to choose what I get to cook, and I try it on my stream. How does that sound? That actually sounds like a great idea. That sounds fun. I oh boy, oh my. I'm actually I'm actually really down to do this. I don't get any help. It's just me doing it. So I get to like try. Yeah, no, I'll try that. You know what? Yeah. No, I think I'll do that. Yeah. Oh man, you know what? I'm actually excited. I I'm gonna try to do that. Well, you know what? You can see me do this if you subscribe, but you don't have to if you don't want to, or it's not a financial option for you. In which case, that's completely fine. Would it be a stream on YouTube? What, a stream on YouTube? Um, would I stream it on YouTube? Like me, like doing a joint stream over on YouTube? Um, no, of course it would be on YouTube. Yeah. I've never I never like thought about like well, I've kind of thought about like doing a stream on YouTube, but honestly, I couldn't see myself doing that kind of thing. Oop. With rice, noodles, green onions, carrots, and other vegetables. Boy, you know what? Yeah, I'll make that. I'll take that as a recommendation. Actually, I'll try it. Um, I'll try to find like I say Filipino place near me and like find it and try it, and then like I'll give like my perspective. I mean, like you stream the cooking, or would it be a video? No, you know what? Actually, like I don't know. That would be kind of interesting. Ted Nibison actually. Um, he's done like cooking videos, and like honestly, I guess maybe I could try something like that. Do like a cooking thing, kind of similar to what he did when he does that cooking stuff. Also try. Yeah, no, I'll definitely. But you know what? Maybe I'll think about it. Hmm. Now the gears in my head are turning. Honestly, you know what? I could. Well, obviously I would need to find a place to like do this kind of thing, but I think that would be so cool. Gotta reach the sub goal. Yes. By the way, if you want me to either do a cooking stream or a cooking video, uh, let's just say 10 subs and I do it. You know, yeah, I'll do that. I'll actually write it down. I'll take recommendations and I will do it. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can find a little piece of paper. Ooh. Okay. Let me write these down. And there's in the shape of a dog. We roll, I guess. Okay. 10 subs for cooking. Now let me see. Okay, I'll write down this first one. Okay. And also the other one. Let me just do this. Oh, here, let me fix that. Sorry, just give me a sec. I'm wanting to make sure that I have a correctly spelled. Where is it? Oh, there it is. P-I-A. Okay. There we go. Awesome. 10 subs for cooking. All right. Let me just put that over there. Okay. By the way, I do need to get those emotes out so that you guys can use emotes. And also, thank you guys. I actually appreciate it. You know what? Yeah, no. That's going to be my goal, I guess. 10 subs, either a cooking stream or more likely just a YouTube video of me trying it. Okay. Oh, wow. Didn't even notice that guy. All right. Good. I'm actually really excited to try this. I think it'll be so cool. I bet you I'm going to fail miserably. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta do it, I guess. Interesting. Okay, that's okay. I can't wait actually. I'm actually really excited to actually do something like this. Woo! Oh man, I'm super excited actually. You know, I should let you guys know. Sometimes I get like a little jolt of energy, so if it sounds like I'm like woohoo with all this energy coming out, it's just like it's just something I do sometimes where I get like woo kind of stuff. So if you ever hear that or anything, don't worry, it's normal. Yeah. I'm super excited. Ah! Sorry. Do any of you guys just get that like jolt of energy? You're like, woo, yeah! Or like, I don't know, just this very sporadic, I guess. I just get that sometimes. Yes? Really? Awesome. Finally. Well, you know, sometimes like I've looked into it. Like if it's like a mental health thing, to my knowledge it kind of is, but it's like I tried to like I can't remember the name of it, but like it happens. It usually happens for people like much older, but it also occurs for people that are like younger adults too, actually. But you know, honestly, I think it's pretty cool actually. It doesn't really interfere with my daily life though, so you know. Ooh, okay. Give me a sec. Let me take care of the creeper. Come on. No! Okay, come on. But yeah, I can't wait to try this cooking thing. It's going to be super cool. Ooh. All right. Okay. Perfect. Incredible. All right. How much? Okay, I need much more dirt, so. Okay. How often do you cook? No. I don't really cook that often, no. I just I just don't really cook. But you know, actually, when it comes to cooking, I'm gonna Like when I say this, just be like, "Oh, that's your reason." But you know what? It is a good thing actually. The thing is, like with like cooking, like how do you say this? It's not just a good skill to have, but let's just say I'm single, so just just keep this in mind. Like as a skill, like that's a good skill to have. Like let's just say you are wanting to be romantic and like do something nice for your partner, right? And like cooking for them, that's like that's a big win. That's a big win for anyone in anyone's book, personally. So, you know what? Maybe like not just as a sub goal, but also I think it would be like a good way of like learning a new skill, you know? I've talked about like doing like interesting things on stream but also in general. And I brought up before about like cooking eggs is a great start. You know what? Yeah, actually. I do plan on cooking for my girlfriend sometime like Korean short ribs and fried rice, I assume. Yeah. That's what you meant to say instead of friend rice. But yeah, no, honestly like yeah, no, I think that is like I don't know. It would be interesting. Well, no, I am going to do it. Once we get to that goal, I'll do it. And also I'll do other things I've wanted to do in the past. Like in my first, well, one of my first streams, I've talked about like, oh, making a puppet, on stream. And that would be fun. I'm very tired. No, I get that, dude. I get it. It's a long day. All right. I just plan on like finishing up like the ceiling up here, and then I will like I do plan to go on for like maybe 2 hours and 30 minutes or something. Just get some more time in, and then I'll probably call it a night. I usually wake up at 3 a.m. sometimes 4:30 a.m. You know, I actually wake up around 5 between like 5:23 a.m. to like 6. Um, I wake up early because I like getting like more time in the morning so I can get like I don't know, just get mentally and like physically prepared. Ooh. For the day. I don't know. That's just how I am personally. Like there's sometimes I'm like, ooh, rip, yeah. But no, honestly, like I don't know. I feel much better when I wake up early in the morning. Well, on the days I don't have work, I definitely do sleep in, but I usually try like to wake up around like 6. Well, no, not 6. Around like 9 a.m. Like on the days I don't have work. So like I can sleep in a little bit, but not waste my day or anything. Yeah. That's just how it is. Okay. Oh, yes. This is amazing. Come on. Uh-oh. Mm-mm. All right. There we go. Oh, no. There's my food. Yeah. For a second, I was going to eat dirt. Oh, dear. There we go. This is just coming together so well. By the way, thank you guys for watching the stream. I very much appreciate it immensely. I do. And yeah. And again, yeah, thank you. And again, just to say again, I'm actually really looking forward to doing this cooking or video stream. That would be pretty fun. You know, just throw myself into something I normally don't do, and then just do like that. I want to like make a puppet. I want to like do the cooking stuff and maybe like other things like that, creative stuff that I'm sure other people have done in the past on this platform and YouTube. But just like, I don't know. I'm just an average person just trying my hand at something. I don't know. That's how I put it. All right. Okay. Oh boy. Whew, getting a good stretch in. It's been 2 hours and 2 minutes and 50 seconds. That's crazy. Honestly, like, you know, there's some people out there who can stream for like 5 hours, 6 hours, and it's like, oh boy, that would be mentally taxing. But you know what? I want to be like those people. But I feel like you definitely just need to like work on it and like grow more as a creator, but also like just have like the mental fortitude to like do that kind of thing. You know what I mean? You're heading out. Awesome stream. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you have a great night and I'll catch you in the next one. I personally can do it if it's something like a torment that I am practicing for. You know what? Yeah. I get that. Yeah. You know, like the longest I've ever done, it was like almost 5 hours. But basically, I played Doom Eternal, the last part of it. It went on for 5 hours. Oh, and that was pretty fun. That was like the longest stream I've ever done. It was pretty. Well, what was funny about it is that when I was streaming that game, actually, I had to. I had a flight to catch actually to Pennsylvania. So after that stream was over, I had to upload it to YouTube, and it took basically the entire day for it to actually upload. And you know what, that makes sense, but I was like, oh, I really want this to just upload. So, you know, I kept my PC open almost the entire day until it actually uploaded. And honestly, like I can't wait to play Doom Eternal Ancient Gods, like the DLC. I do promise I will like play that on here and get tortured essentially But, it's going to be really cool. I'm a big fan of the Doom Eternal. Well, Doom games in general. Which, by the way, I was just thinking about it. But I did see that both, what's that called? Bloodborne alongside Elden Ring are getting movies. And that'll be super sick. I'm more familiar with Bloodborne compared to Elden Ring. I have looked into Elden Ring. And it is, to me, it's a little bit confusing. But, I can't wait for either of those to come out. It'll be super sick. Alright. We're doing extremely well, actually. There we go. There we go. Just so many good movies being announced. I'm really excited. If any of you guys enjoy either Elden Ring or Bloodborne, how do you guys feel about these films being released? Actually. Oop. There we go. I actually got Bloodborne on disc actually for my PlayStation. I haven't. How do you say? Well, kind of like with all this like moving of stuff for like the stream room and everything, and just a whole bunch of like life stuff in general. I haven't gotten the time to like put in my my PlayStation, but when I do, that'll be really cool. And then I can actually play Bloodborne for the first time, and I think it's been like, how many years has it been? It came out in 2015, so maybe like 11 years or so. Yeah, no, it has been like 11 years. And honestly, it's one of my favorite games of all time. When it comes to like video games, it is Minecraft, Fortnite, as well as The Witcher 3, alongside Bloodborne, and also like Doom Eternal. Those are my favorite games. And for a time it was like Overwatch, but I don't feel the same way for Overwatch as I did years ago. All right. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, a lot of you guys, to my understanding, are Berserk fans. And the thing is that I have looked into Berserk. And honestly, I think it's pretty fascinating. I still don't know as much compared to other people when it comes to Berserk stuff. But honestly, like, I am gonna like purchase like the manga and like sit down to like read it and then give like all my thoughts exactly on Berserk. So, because there's a lot when it comes to Berserk, and I hear it talked about all the time, and you guys bring it up, and it's considered the like best, not just anime. Well, yeah, there were animes, a couple different versions, but like the best manga of all time, and it's like critically acclaimed. And you know what? I am gonna like sit down to like learn and read about it and well read the manga, I mean. And like actually like, you know, have something to say about it. So, yeah, just thought to say that because well, a lot of you like Berserk and I'm going to look into it more. Because I see everyone, like a bunch of people that I didn't even expect be into Berserk. There's even like this one music video by Slaughter to Prevail, and it has like I think there's like two music videos, and it has like scenes from like Berserk in it. So, yeah. All right, there we go. Okay. Okay, we're almost done. I'll probably take care of the rest of that in like the next stream on Saturday. But yeah. It'll be really cool. All right. Okay. Okay. Almost done. Wow, we've so much has happened today in the stream. I'm really happy about it. Okay. I think I'll have enough to like finish the rest of this. Oh. Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Sorry. Just had to look at something quick. All right. Wow. Whoa. Oh. All right. Let's deal with this guy. All right, we now have like some more of this. Okay. All right. For right now, yeah. Okay, there we go. It's basically complete. I know I still have that, but I do need to like uh take care of it. All right, there we go. Project growth is almost complete. Well, Operation growth, I mean. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Almost done. Almost done. Once I get through these two stacks, then I'll probably call it a night, just so that I can I don't know, make sure everything's good. I say this. I do have work in the morning, and then like I have a pretty long day tomorrow, but I'm gonna make sure to upload this in the afternoon. Yeah, that's what I'll do. All right. Let me just head back home and then get ready to end the stream. All right. All right. All right. I'll just put it right here. And new day rises as we end it all. All right. I will stop it here. Go to here. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining the stream. I had a great time chatting with you guys and just doing things in general with you guys. Talking about cool stuff and interesting things. Thank you again for recommending I try these foods, and as a sub goal, I will cook these foods. Yeah, I will be streaming again on Saturday in the nighttime, and what else? Oh, if you're watching this over on YouTube, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and join us here on Twitch. I would appreciate it. And for everyone, I just want to say again, thank you so much for coming to watch. And it's you guys who make me continue pushing and streaming and just doing things in general. And I immensely appreciate it. And have a great rest of your day, night, wherever you are in the world, or whenever you're watching this over on YouTube and temporarily here on Twitch. And stay happy, healthy, and everything between. And I will catch you guys in the next one. See you guys. Until next time.